So far we have only used one typeface, one size of type and one weight. In this next sequence we will consider the impact of weight, but again keeping to one type size. I will move the weight sequentially through the block of information. When selecting a change of weight of type, remember that the contrast is a key tool for designers. Choose a significant weight change where you can see the difference. In this version, I'm using weight to emphasize the event title and layout to group information in key locations. These techniques not only articulate the information, but through considered use of position and space, create visually intriguing layouts. This is known as typographic syntax. I've used key words in the main horizontal statement to structure the other information. The date aligns with the word typescapes. The gallery presentations align with the word typography. All the people are actually known for their typography. And the location, the design museum, aligns with the word environments. Considering the meaning of words when aligning typography is known as semantic typography. Now we consider the impact of changing the size of type. Again, think contrast. Setting type twice the size makes it more noticeable than, say, just going to the next point size up. In these exercises, I've been setting the type bigger and bolder than I would due to the screen resolution. If I was designing for print, I might choose 9-point regular for the text, maybe 9-point bold for subheadings. If I wanted to gain additional emphasis, say for section headings, I might go to 12-point or 18-point headings. You will notice there is a mathematically proportional relationship between the sizes. On screen we have a layout based on changing the size of the event title, the what. The type is twice the size of the smaller type. The other information is structured in relation to the first main statement. Next it is the turn of the date to take dominance. Again, the information is structured to this typographic statement. Then the people's names are emphasized, and finally the location is emphasized. Notice in each case the overall design is driven by the first large statement. This way of working through analysis and determining hierarchy often yields the creative solution to the layout. You don't always have to impose another conceptual idea on top. You can let the idea grow organically from the information. If I grey out the information, then bring each part back in order of the sequence in which the decision was made, you will see how the design is constructed. First the large title, then the line above it is added. The U of You Are Invited is aligned with the T of Typescapes. The date is then added. It aligns with the type to the left, but also with the S of spatial. Again, I'm considering significant words to align with. The gallery presentations align left with the date and the S of spatial. Then the location, design museum with the E of environments. The red lines show you those key construction points. Here the date takes prominence. First the date is set, then the type underneath is structured in 3 columns aligning with Friday, December and 2009. Then the title aligns above December, with the private view finally aligning with the Friday. You will notice that I often choose not to space the components out evenly. This is an attempt to create visual tension and dynamism within the information. The type at the top clings to the top edge, and the type under the date clings to the date. The edges and the white space are considered as equally important in their contribution to the composition. The red lines show the key alignment points. In this composition, I have emphasized the speaker's surnames. Sometimes a design comes together in parts. The first idea sees the information at the top stepping down. The alignment points are again on significant words. It's as if the words are clinging to milestones as it steps its way through the information. The steps create 4 potential alignment points for the names. Before arriving at this location, I would have tried all the others. I felt this position afforded the best sense of balance for this asymmetrical design. I wanted the feeling of pulling off the centre to a more right-sided balance. The red lines allow you to see those key decision points. Finally, we are using the location of the event, the Design Museum, as the driver for this composition. I let the rest of the address flow on to the right. A simple typographic observation: Design Museum is made of 2 words. Both have strong vertical initial letters, ideal for left aligning of other information. The gallery presentations list gives me the most number of lines, which creates a strong left edge. The date is broken into 3 lines to align with the word design. Don't be afraid to experiment with splitting the lines. Look for visual splits, but also keep in mind splitting for sense. Maybe read out aloud the words as you have split them to see if it makes reading sense. The title hooks onto the word Friday and extends out to the left. Finally, I'm isolating the words private view from the main group to create emphasis for it. This has been Typographic Hierarchy with me, Tony Pritchard. We've considered copy analysis and how you can create emphasis for different parts of the information through size, weight and position, and how doing this can produce many different types of layouts.